Well, what have we got here then? This is a Carrera Vengeance that was sold for scrap. Sold for scrap value, folks. This was on the back of the scrap man's truck and I paid £5 for it. Yeah, Carrera Vengeance 27.5. It's got some overspray here where some kids painted it. Headset is loose. I don't know if there's any bearings in there. I'm going to assume there probably isn't. There's schmoo coming out the bottom here, so it looks like we have a bearing problem. The suspension forks on this thing are the standard SR Suntour XCTs. They're not even XCMs, you only get XCTs. Not there's a lot of difference between XCTs and XCMs, it's like the difference between AIDS and Ebola really. But yeah, the frame I believe is okay apart from that paint. I can get it off the thinners, that's not a problem. These frames usually fail. When they do fail at the chain stays here, that's usually as a result of doing wheelies and then dropping off of something whilst wheeling, and of course this is a cross-country designed frame, or I probably shouldn't even say that these days, as most cross-country bikes are 120mm travel with bolt-through axles, so yeah, this doesn't really qualify as a mountain bike in terms of this day's technology. Most mountain bikes would have a bolt-through 12mm axle on the rear and a 15mm axle on the front to be a proper mountain bike. This is designed for like going through the woods, that kind of thing. Bit of slight off-road riding, that sort of thing. MTB touring is the new term they use for it, but that hasn't been made effective yet. It has these awful Shimano, well they're not awful, the shifters are pretty good, but the real problem with these is, of course, they have the brake lever and the shifter integrated into one. So you have so which is a bit frustrating. I mean, it's okay if you don't plan on upgrading the bike. If you're happy with the bike as is, fine. But if you want to put hydraulic disc brakes on this, you're going to have to change the shifter and the brakes. So it's more expensive to do so, which is a pain in the arse. These usually have a good FSA headset in them, but as I say, someone's lost the bearings out of that, I think. We have a token top cap, which is a bit strange. It's missing the plastic here, which is like a optical window. The forks do still move. The seat has been trashed. I'm guessing someone has been doing wheelies on this and they flipped it and it's damaged the seat. The brakes have pads in them still, which is very unusual if the wheels have been taken off. They are Tektro Novell brakes. That one's actually stuffed. Yeah, that's stuffed. They've just wound the barrel adjuster out and they stripped the threads in there. I could probably get it in with a bit of effort though. The rear hanger, of course, is snapped off of it. It's a Carrera. It's very common on Carreras to break the rear hanger, as you can see, particularly if you do drop-offs and you knock the derailleur. It doesn't really matter what bike you're on, that as people on Carreras are generally more beginners, they're going to, oh hang on a minute, the hanger might be salvageable. No, it's not, it's broken the actual, it's broken around the screw hole there, look. Yeah, it is a screw, it's a set screw, not a bolt, so yeah, it needs a new hanger. Halfords, easy peasy. Very easy to get bits for. The tawny front derailleur on this, oh my god. Oh my god, what's happened to that? What the hell? Looks like someone's took a dull beaver to the derailleur and it's just been eaten by something. It's still rocking its original 3x SR Suntour crankset. In terms of playing the bond bracket, so flip this thing over. There's a ball bearing rattling around inside this frame, probably from the headset. There's no obvious play. Chain is going to be stuffed, I guarantee it. But yeah, there's no major damage or cracks or anything that I can see to the frame. The frame is still salvageable, so that's kind of cool. 27.5-inch wheels from Decathlon, so we're going to have between wheels on a Carrera frame, but who cares, it will work. Look at that weld there. That's just like a dead slug. What the hell? Like someone's just... They've not had slow pouting, obviously. It's like they've got a shock and just pulled away because they've done that. The rest of them are reasonable. Yeah, nah. It's cheap, you know. Inexpensive bike. Well, there's not that much chain stuck here. There's a little bit. Just where it's been moved around with that broken chain, broken derailleur rather. I think these are the standard pedals that come with these. I can't remember. Never had one with standard pedals on it actually. The last one was a Hellcat, not a Vengeance, a Hellcat was the last one Carrera I had. That was cheap as well. Anyway, that concludes this video. Hope you like it. We're going to get this thing running in a little bit. I also picked up something else which will be in the next video. That concludes this video. See you later.